Hey, what's up you guys? Raylo here from KidneyPuncher.com, here to bring you another review. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Eleaf iPower 80-watt device. Check this thing out. Nice, sleek, new design by the people over at Eleaf. But before we go any further, let's go ahead and dive down up close and take a closer look at the Eleaf iPower 80-watt. Alright, so here we are in up close mode with the new Eleaf iPower 80-watt device. This is the box that it comes in. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at this box. So of course on the front, here's your device. On the side, it gives you your color options. So you have white, wood grain, brushed silver, gray, and bronze. And Eleaf all over the place. And on the back here, it gives you a quick description, what comes in your device, and of course your authenticity check. So now let's go ahead and open this box up, show you what comes inside. So here is your device in all of its beautiful glory, all the way around. Nice, beautiful white finish on this one. You can see the front of the screen, but let's go ahead and see what other goodies we have in this box. So underneath the box, you have your Eleaf iPower instruction manual with all of the goods to learn how to use your device, and underneath you have your USB charging cord and also for firmware upgrades. All right, now let's get to the device at hand, the Eleaf iPower 80-watt 5000 mAh internal LiPo battery mod. So as you can see, very simplistic. There's not much going on here on the sides. On the front, you have your power button. You have a little reset button right here. You can always use a piece of Kanthal or whatever you have. If for some reason you need to reset your device, you have your power or your up and down buttons, and then you have a new center button, which of course will go through all of the different settings that this device has. And if you take a look here at the bottom, you could see some vent holes for your battery and also your USB charging and for firmware upgrades. Right here at the top, you have a gold-plated spring-loaded 510 pin. And that's about it. So let's go ahead and turn this bad boy on. So to turn this on, it's 5 clicks of the power button. So there you go, and you have your nice screen, nice and bright. You can see, let's get a little bit closer. So what you're seeing here is just in wattage mode, and you can see I have it set at 60 watts right now, and of course my resistance there at the top and the battery meter at the bottom. So let's go ahead and show you some of the options that you have with this device. So first things first, this does fire all the way down to 1 watt. So if for some reason you want to fire it at 1 watt, you can, and it goes all the way up, and fairly quick too, all the way to 80 watts. Now let's talk about some of the features with this menu. So we'll start first by turning this off, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now that it's off, here's some of the things that we could do. So if we want to flip the screen, you simply just hold down the up and down buttons. Now your screen is flipped, so let's do that again where I'm not covering the screen. And now we're back to normal again. Another thing you can do while your device is off is enter into your TCR mode. Now to do this, you need to press the up button and the fire button at the same time. Now hold these down for a while. It takes probably about 5 to 7 seconds for it to pop up. There it is. Now you can go through here, you have M1, M2, and M3, so you can adjust your TCR to vape just about any temp control wire that's out there. Now another thing you can do while your device is off is 10 clicks should show your board temperature in Celsius. So let's try that. All right, so there you go. Right now it's saying the temperature is 28 degrees Celsius. Another thing you could do is with 20 clicks, it tells you your software version. Now this is not the easiest one to get into, so let's give this a shot. There we go. So we're at version 1.01. All right, so now that our device is on, let's go through some of the other menu options. So while your device is on, if you hold the up and down buttons, that puts you into lock, so that way your up and down buttons and your center button don't work, but your fire button will still work. And to get unlocked, same thing, just hold down the up and down buttons. Now we're unlocked. Another thing with this is they do have software where you're supposed to be able to add your own logos and whatnot, and to access that, all it takes is 2 clicks of the fire button. 1, 2, you have your logo on or off. All right, now let's talk about this little center button right here, because this is new from Eleaf. So while your device is on, if you hold down the center button, this takes you into bypass mode. Hold it down again, takes you into smart mode. And from the best of my knowledge, smart mode is basically you can adjust your wattage with your devices. So that way, whatever you're using, it kind of goes through this weird smart mode phase. If you hold down your center button again, it takes you into temperature control for nickel, titanium, and for stainless steel, 316. Then it'll take you into your custom TCRs, M1, M2, M3. Hold it down one more time, and it takes you right back into wattage mode. So that's basically it for all the different menu options that you have with the Eleaf iPower 80 watt. Now let's go ahead and show you some of the other colors that we carry here at Kidney Puncher. So of course we have the white one like you see here, and we also have the gray one. Both very, very sleek looking devices. All right, so that's it for the up close and personal with this device. Let's go ahead and throw an atomizer on there, go up into FaceTime, talk about it, vape on it. All right, guys, so we're back from up close mode with the Eleaf iPower 80 watt device. Let's go ahead and take a quick vape on this. Today I have the Cleto with a 0.4 ohm head in there at 60 watts. So as you can clearly see, this does pack plenty of power in such a small, lightweight device. Now, let's go ahead and go over some specs. First and foremost, since this is an 80 watt device, as you saw in up close mode, this goes from 1 all the way up to 80 watts in 0.1 increments. It comes pre-programmed for temperature control in nickel, titanium, and stainless steel 316L. It also has 3 programmable TCR modes, so you can customize it to use any of the different temperature control wires out there. Resistance runs from 0.01 to 3.5 ohms in wattage mode. In temperature control mode, it goes to 0.05 to 1.5 ohms. Temperature range is from 200 to 600 degrees Fahrenheit. It includes the new smart mode feature on the device. While I'm not exactly too sure how the smart mode works, I've been using it and it seems to work similar to wattage mode, but it is there. I guess it's just a simple way, if you want it hotter or less, that you can just set it like that. One of the best things about this device is the 5,000 mAh internal LiPo battery. This thing has power for days. Basically at 60 watts, which is normally what I've been vaping this on with the Cleto, this will last me the whole entire day before I need to charge it. With the internal battery, of course, you need to charge your device, and this comes with a 1 amp charge port. The device itself is extremely light, and it uses an aluminum chassis to cover all the internals. And it also includes the gold-plated, spring-loaded 510 pin. Now, let's go ahead and talk about some of the pros, some of the cons. Of course, let's start with the pros. So the first big pro for me is the 5,000 mAh internal LiPo battery. So, like I've said earlier, you get plenty of power in such a tiny, lightweight package. Another pro for me is the look. The look of these devices, while in a way it's simplistic, it's very sleek, looks nice, and kind of like how Grim Green said in his video, the white version kind of looks like a clone, right? It kind of looks like one of the fighters. And as a matter of fact, Nick, I don't know if you're going to watch this or not, but I'm going to go ahead and send this your way after I'm done with this video. The buttons themselves are all very clicky and easy to find. And also, I do like that they added that center button to access all your menu options. The screen itself, while it is a little small, it's very bright, easy to read, and simple to access when you're going through your options. It does have the 1 amp charge port, which is very nice indeed, and can also be used in pass-through. The fact that it comes preloaded with all of the TCRs for the most popular temperature control wires is another big plus to me. The finish on this device also seems to be very durable. I have noticed that I'm not getting any scratches on the top of this device, but one thing that I like to use, and it's another product that we carry here at Kidney Puncher, is our little KP mod guards. We sell them in 22 millimeter and 30 millimeters. These little Delrin chips will make sure that the top of your device stays scratch free. And of course, another big pro is having all of those different menu options, the customizable TCR, and all of the different pre-programmed modes that they come installed with this device. And the fact that this device only costs $36.95. This is a steal of a price for such a great device. And last but not least, the buttons themselves are very clicky and have that nice textile feel to them. So that way you know exactly what you're doing when you're pressing them, and they're also really easy to find in the dark. Now, that was all the pros. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the cons. So one of the cons that I had with this device is the fact that they put their USB port down here at the bottom. Now, while it's not that big of a deal, one thing I see, if I wanted to use this in pass-through mode, I can't set it down on my tabletop. It has to sit on its side. Or you have to set it at the edge of your table, kind of like this, so that way you can plug your USB port in there. I don't like that so much. I wish they would have put the USB port somewhere else on the device other than the bottom. One of the other cons I had is with the fire button itself. Why, yes, it has that nice tactile feel and it's nice and clicky. I have noticed that sometimes when I'm firing it, it's not necessarily hitting every single time. It's very rare when it does it, but I have noticed it, so I wanted to let you guys know. And then the last con I had with this is trying to change wattage in temperature control mode is kind of difficult. So I didn't even show that in the up close mode because it's kind of frustrating to me. When you're doing it, it changes so fast that you can't get in there and go up and down in your wattage. So basically what I would do is set your wattage before going into temperature control mode, and then you can just adjust your temperature and not have to worry about that. But other than that, that's all the cons I really had for this device. So let me go ahead and take another quick vape. So overall, I'm fairly pleased with this device. Other than those few cons that we discussed, there's a couple things that they could have made different, but in all honesty, this is a device that's under $40, and you get plenty of battery life, you get plenty of power, you get the nice sleek look, nice lightweight device. It's very easy to keep in your pocket, in your purse, or whatever you're doing. Would I suggest this to an extremely advanced vapor? Meh, probably not. But if you're getting into this, and this is one of your first devices, you're going to be extremely pleased with this. Even if this is just your pocket mod and you're taking this with you to work because you don't want to damage your higher end devices, you'll definitely be pleased with this. I've been using this now for a little bit over 2 weeks, and really the only problem that I had was that one simple button issue. All right, you guys, so that was the review and up close look at the Eleaf iPower 80 watts. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you learned something. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comments below and I'll get to you as soon as I can. But anyways, this is where the review ends. So thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, vape on.